What's up, everybody? Alan Johnson with the AJ team. So we're going to go through some stats. This is generally what we do for our sellers and really for our buyers as well. They really want to understand what's going on in the market. We're getting a bunch of questions about things. So I like to kind of show you the data that I look at, that we look at, because it's one thing to look at your neighborhood, right? What's going on with the houses down the street. But understand the person who's buying your home is looking at homes that are outside of your neighborhood. They may be looking at homes that are in different counties. Maybe looking at new homes or resale homes. Or it's very important for you to understand what's happening on a macro level, so you can have a better understanding of how your home fits into that equation. So I'm going to share with you some data, and it's a little heady, but I think you guys will appreciate it. It's crazy. We got a listing appointment coming up. So if you're thinking about selling, many of our sellers we're having virtual listing appointments with prior to seeing their home. There's so many moving parts. People are all over the place. So a lot of our sellers really appreciate having about a half an hour conversation where we can dive into the numbers. So if you're thinking about selling, give us a call, because we can do a virtual consultation. Honestly, I'll be flat out honest. There isn't a house I haven't been in, isn't a house we haven't seen. Really 75 to 80% of the legwork of understanding whether you should sell and what you're going to sell for can be done virtually and save you guys a whole bunch of time, a whole bunch of energy, a whole bunch of getting your home prepared in the incorrect way, because there are things I'm going to tell you that are the correct way. So save yourself some time, save yourself some energy. So I'm going to show you some, let me share some things with you here real quick. All right. So let's just go through, some major counties. All right. So Prince William County, which is where I live, closed sales in the month of November were down 21%. And as you can see, it affected the average sold price, right? So we said that things were going to slow down a little bit, and they have, right? Just because there aren't as many people out there that are buying right now. So just make sure that you understand that you are dealing with a very different market this November than you were last November. So we just need to prepare a little bit different. So that's what's happening in Prince William County. Let's look at Fairfax. Okay, same thing, right? So if you look, closed sales are down 14%. So that's the amount of homes that sold if you compare the month of November of this year to the month of November last year, down 14%. And thus the average sold price came down a little bit. So year over year is 9%, which is great. But month over month is down. It's only up by 3%. Okay. So it was up 9%, which is awesome, but it's only up by 3%, which is still great. If you're talking about an average sold price of $600,000, and I told you that if you compared month over month, you were up 3%, you would take it. All right. Let's look at Loudoun County. Loudoun County is one of those markets that has actually slowed down. So if you notice, Prince William County, right, average sold price up. Fairfax County, up. Loudoun County, it's up, but it's not up much. So you're talking about counties that literally border each other that are very different markets, 9%, 5%, and less than 0.5%, right? So what's happening in Loudoun County, there's still a lot of new development out there, and it's putting a lot of pressure on everybody, all right? So closed sales are down by 18%, and look at the average sold price in Loudoun County, down 3%. So if you're thinking about selling a home in Loudoun County, you better prepare right. You better make sure you understand what's happening not only in your neighborhood, but what's happening with other resale homes that are comparable price points, because it's a very different market there than it is in the surrounding counties. All right. Alexandria City, let's look at Amazonville. Amazon, well, look. So closed sales are down year over year and month over month in Alexandria City. And this is the same thing these are the same numbers that you'll see in Arlington as well. But for the first time, we're starting to see an average sold price go down month over month, right? And you're starting to see this average sold price, which is still very, very good. I'm starting to kind of just level out a little bit. I think a couple things. Number one, the run up in Alexandria and Arlington, I think has already happened. I think a lot of people are starting to understand that there's not much more room for these places to go. And we're also seeing appraisal issues in a lot of these counties that we didn't see this time last year. So appraisals are pulling prices back down as well. Okay. Let's look in DC. So DC month over month is down, but look at that average sold price in DC, right? Up 12%, right? Average sold price up by 7%. So in DC, it's all asset. It's all asset class. It's basically what type of home you're purchasing. Are you purchasing a detached single family? Are you purchasing a row home? Are you purchasing a condo? All those are very different markets, right? So condos, there are a lot of them that are on the market. So a little bit more pressure on pricing. Row homes, they're not. People aren't developing new row homes, right? People aren't developing new single family homes. So we're starting to see those types of asset classes still see a lot of good growth, and I think that's what you're starting to see in these numbers here. All right. And let's check out Prince George's County. So Prince George's County, closed sales down by 14%. Average sold prices pull back a little bit month over month. But if you still look at it year over year, it's still pretty healthy. So it's still a really, really good time to buy or sell in Prince George's County. And let's see, do we want to go over any more counties? I'm not going to go over any more counties. If you guys have any specific questions, call me. I can go specific. I can dive. This is macro, but I can dive into micro, into your actual zip code, into your neighborhood, so you guys kind of understand a little bit more about this real estate market and where it's going. So, Alan Johnson with the AJ team. Thank you for hanging with me. I know this is heady stuff. But it's very, very important in a shifting market to understand where the market's going so you guys can be reactive instead of proactive instead of reactive. You guys get it. It's been a long, long week. All right. Alan Johnson with the AJ team. You have the dream. We have the address. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Talk to you soon. Bye.